So Leave the World Behind. We remember Get Out and the Deer Stags. Um, Get Out, Deer Stag symbolism. So it was a
According to
movie.
Cora, we learn in the story that Chris' mom was killed in a hit and run and left on the road to die while Chris did nothing and only watched TV at home. Chris' fear and concern for the deer directly represents his guilt for his mother's death.
So the movie Get Out had a lot of deer stag symbolism, and that's all about rebirth. And so there's the deer stag symbolism in Get Out. And of course, they're telling you to get out because then, excuse me, Jordan Peele and all these different producers, directors that had to do with Get Out. Then their next movie was Us, which means US. And then their next movie was You Should Have Left. So get out of the US, you should have left. The deer stag symbolism, once you see the deer stag, that's Trump is now down. And that's why when you see Leave the World Behind, she starts to see the deers and the stags as the power outage is taking place. I tell people as soon as Trump goes down, that'll be it. That'll be World War III. It'll be no more electricity. Of course, they'll come on from time to time and give you back your power so they can give you the narrative that you're basically in World War III. And there won't be any more Publix. What's in the refrigerator is going to go bad very quickly. And so anyway, she's seeing all these deer stags, and that means he's down. He's going through his rebirthing process, or he's been rebirthed. Remember, he rises spiritually on the third day as he is now possessed um, with Antichrist, or with as Saint. He is um, possessed by Satan. He is now officially Antichrist, but not to the point to where the world has seen him rise from the dead. That's what the abomination of desolation is. But he will be then running World War III behind the scenes. In I Pet Goat, he's the man in the boat. He is the boy with the right eye wound that rises up through the full moon. You see the right eye is taken out. Zechariah 11:17, the right eye is utterly darkened. But he's also this egghead figure. So three different entities in this are the Antichrist, and he's being uh, programmed as he's connected to the technology, which is how everybody's going to. There's the right eye wound of the boy. So he's three different people, and the boy's being programmed. The boy has blue eyes like Trump, of course, and it is through the technology that he will be possessed because they're in the technology. They are the ghost in the machine. And that was from the album by The Police in 1981. Came out October 2nd, the Donnie Darko date, and the album was titled Ghost in the Machine. So he's going through this birthing. This is the I Pet Goat 2 video, which has been removed from the creator's website called Heliofont. But you can still, this YouTube site called the CG Bros still has it up. So now he is officially programmed, and he gets up and starts walking. I don't know if they're going to show that here. Is this when he gets up and starts walking? Not yet. So when does he get up and start walking? But that's when he's possessed and or programmed. Um, well, it's right about here, I think. So that's him right there. Of course, when we get near the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day, that'll be a big time frame too because of the hearts. So the programming has taken place. He has been possessed through the technology, and now he is rebirthed. There's his blue eyes. And in I Pet Goat, it has the stag horns over Trump. There's Trump with this upside down pyramid, the chalice, the divine feminine, the matrix, all these different words, the yoni is the hand symbolism, the upside down pyramid. But you see the stag horns over Trump's head. We know Trump sits like that and so forth. That's just standard operating procedure for Trump. That upside down, that chalice that he's giving you. I don't know why I can't blow it up. It's not giving me the ability to blow the picture up. Anyway, you see the entire stag on the wall, and there's Trump again with his upside down pyramid hand signal, which is how he likes to sit. He would always come on every talk show. He's always sitting there. The yoni is also symbolized by what they call the 666 hand signal, which he did with basically every speech. The movie The Highlander, they had the stag. The Highlander, of course, from Scotland, because, Trump's mom was Scotland, and in the movie Highlander, his name was MacLeod, and that's Trump's mom's maiden name. And in the movie Skyfall, it had the deer stag at Bond's mom's home in Scotland. And so, like Trump, 007, both their moms Scottish. And of course, there was the stag horns at Skyfall. And this is all about rebirth. That's what the stag horns are about, because the Antichrist, of course, dies, even though it's a body double switch, the twin towers and so forth, the twin Trumps, body double, twin, clone. You can hear all different types of what it will be that will take the hit to the right eye, but it won't be what then shows up at the abomination of desolation, where he's seemingly risen from the dead. And that's what the movie The Prestige showed. Was The Prestige actually showed cloning, and it was Tesla doing the cloning. And and it was the same actor that did Batman. It's Christian Bale, who was being cloned. And Batman, of course, is the billionaire from New York City or Gotham City, like Trump, and he's fighting crime. And Trump, of course, fighting crime. And Trump said he was Batman. We've shown you that many times to the kid that asked him, "Are you Batman?" And Trump looked at the camera and the kid and said, "I am Batman." So when this movie says leave the world behind, who is leaving the world behind? Well, the Antichrist has left the world behind because he's dead, but he's really not dead. But the world thinks he's dead. And just like when Jesus died, there was a great earthquake and there was all this calamity, and they said, surely this must be Son of God or something to that effect. I don't remember it verbatim. But as soon as Trump goes down, there will also be the calamity. And so it'll be stamped in everybody's head that he went down, then it began. So he must have been somebody special, so to speak. You hear the narratives from the Democratic side, which is all theater. This political world we live in is just theater. I think y'all know that by now. But there's all this fear that Russia's going to reinsert themselves back into this election to fix it through technology and through media. And it's like, it doesn't make any sense, because Trump's the one that says he'll fix Russia from invading people and all that kind of stuff. So why would Putin want him in office if Trump's the only one that can put a stop to him and or people like him? So it makes no sense. But they just float narratives all over the place. And but what they're showing you is all the world leaders love him, because they all know who he is. It's called Truth in Plain Sight. And But anyway, leave the world behind. So as I'm watching it so far, I'm 44 minutes in. It moves very slowly. It's a very creepy movie. And but as of now in the movie, the power's out and they're showing you a lot of stag symbolism. And I just wanted to tie that into the other movies, what the stag symbolism is. And once again, just for anybody watching this, it's why we're waiting and why we like to track on one of my YouTube channels when he's going down, because that's kind of just a hobby from all the clues they leave. And it's done with numerical values. And I've always been all about numbers since I was basically a child, but really in middle school on, fixated with numbers. And we know in the Bible there's a book of numbers. God is, if nothing else, he is all about math. Everything. He said even the hairs on your head are numbered. And it was very specific numbers in the book of Revelation, like all the sevens, which mean cleansing, all the 12s and multiples of 12 for 144,000 for the church. And so I use their world of how they connect everything numerically or through gematria, where it's converting letters and languages to numbers. There's a lot of different gematria ciphers. Just to give you an idea. So this is one gematria calculator. So murder comes to 79 in English ordinal, where A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, Z is 26. But what they call English gematria is the English ordinal or simple gematria times 6. So 79 times 6 is 474. So each letter, as you go through, is then multiplied by 6. There's full reduction, there's reverse ordinal, there's reverse full reduction, and there's Jewish gematria based off the Jewish alphabet and their numerical values. I don't know what Hebrew is, but obviously it's different than the Jewish. I can't remember what they all are. Some of them do like Z is 1, Y is 2, A is 26. I think that's the reverse ordinal, if I'm not mistaken. And then reverse full reduction, there's something to those. I can't remember. You can Google them and find out. But that's all like the different ciphers for gematria. And like Trump is 88 in English ordinal, 88 miles per hour, out of time, and so on and so forth. But anyway, that's it. All right, love y'all.